Morning. It's Sunday the 21st. Yeah, 21st. Down the allotment. I'm in the old carrot bed, or what's left of the carrot bed. Seeing if I've got anything I could salvage to look barely presentable at the Christmas dinner table. Right, what have we got? So I'll dig around. Oh, there's a bit of width to that, so down and up. Yeah, not a bad size. Little carrot. There we go, this one looks like a lot of foliage on the top, so dig around. Feels like a bit of width, down and up. Yeah, and very well. These are what could we call a scrag end of the ones I sowed ages ago. Yeah, that's going to be cut and done whole, I think. In fact, all of these should be good for just serving as whole baby carrots. And proper baby carrots, not the ones the supermarkets tell you are baby carrots. Because those ones are old tatty carrots that they actually put through a machine. And it cuts them down and spins them down to size, like on a lathe. But yeah, the rest of these here are going to be, yeah, they're all going to be quite small because it's the tail end of the season. Got to be ashamed to waste them. I mean, that's going to be in the compost. What else have we got? No. I mean, I'm going to need this bed in the spring, so I may as well pull up everything. Yeah, lots of bits and pieces for compost. Ooh, what's this one like? Well, that's not bad for a baby. Yeah, compost. Long, but again, skinny, so compost. Yeah, I think I've had the best of these. And I'll pull the rest up and see if there's enough to put on the plate. Not encouraging so far, though. Anyway, got to try, haven't you? Okay, beetroot. I still think it's a bit early, but we'll see what's available there. Again, something I could possibly chuck on the dinner table. Either roast, as they are, along with the other roast vegetables, and trust me, that's really, really sweet way of doing them. Or I think my wife wants to put them in a vegan Wellington. See what we got. Look at that one. Not that much foliage. Bigger root. Says a lot about people as well. All show and no action. Yeah, that's a better size as well. Okay. And I think that end of the plot is going to be a better end. Yeah, there's some rotten ones there that have been eaten up. A lot of these are just going to come out as thinnings because they're not going to come to anything. Stuff like that, it's no good saving that. Better leave space for the others to get bigger. In hindsight, I should have done this earlier. Oh, that's not a bad size. Yeah. Right, I'm going to bunch these up and compost the rest. Something that is a long-term thing about the soil. I'll show you now. What we've got here. Alright, the first couple of seasons of improving the soil with homemade compost and leaf mould and everything else may not seem to produce much in the first couple of years, but look, it's the vitality of your soil. It's the texture of it. Look, as I say, 21st of December. Still get the odd weed because it's mild enough to still be growing, but it's been raining consistently for the last few days. Think about how simple that is, flowing through your fingers. It is about the long-term health of your soil, not just about what you're pulling out of the ground, because you can get a load of decent radishes one year, for example, and the next year your soil's depleted, there's no energy in it, you can't even grow an onion. You've got to look long-term. Don't go chucking inorganic fertilizers in. The life in there teeming. Artificial fertilizers are your sweet shop candy apples, candy mice, chocolate gems, whatever. They give you a good sugar rush and then you're absolutely depleted afterwards. What you want to put in is a proper organic compost feed. Feed the soil, not the plant, and keep that soil healthy and feeding your plants for decades to come. So yeah, you need stuff like leaf mould, you need stuff like compost bins. Yeah, that's the way it goes, that's the way it should go. It's been very difficult to gauge the weather this year, this winter or autumn. Remember, winter begins in December, December, January, February, and in March and April is the spring, so we're just hitting the winter. Autumn, so we planted garlic, first batch. That was a few weeks later. You can see the difference in size, but they're healthy. Autumn onions done about the same sort of time, and if anything, they're doing too well. They're lush, they're floppy, they're falling over, they're growing too fast. This is later sown or planted red onion sets. Again, we're already shooting up wild. It's only a couple of weeks ago. It's mad, isn't it? Okay, and this is another difference. You saw those beetroot. These beetroot are maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month behind. Massive difference in growth. Pak choy doing not too bad. They're already starting to bolt. And some leaf spinach there. But yeah, the difference of the beetroot is this soil you'll see is quite gritty, still draining well. It's quite gritty because it's had grit added over the last sort of decade. It's been fed as well, but it's not fed in this last season. I grew peas in here and they didn't do very well either. Look at that, another one going to seed. So what happens if you don't feed the soil? You don't get such lush growth. And you do get plants struggling and bolting. But yeah, when this lot comes out, this will get a good feed as well. Yeah, as you can tell by this one, the overlush growth on the onions, that's had a good layer of rotted stable manure. You can see by the wood shavings, rotted stable manure in there. Probably explains why all these onions are just too advanced, really. There's a danger if we get a hard frost, this lush growth will suffer. It shouldn't because they're winter hardy, but we'll see. Oh, and there's another indication of how warm it's been. I grew sweet peas in a bed nearby, and look, they've cast their own seed from some of the pods. And remember, this is outdoors, self-sown, middle of December. It's far too mild, far too mild.